anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Carr now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Murray, the lone setback. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Check.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it.
And he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 4. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Brought in by Walford, right side. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go now with Olawale. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing now is Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro, but he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Here's Carr. And this is Carr. It's Cooper. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Rawls. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run with a power back. Rawls. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Holmes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
We ready? Red 18. Zebra. Zebra. Come on, baby. Alert.
From the gun, it's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now it's all to Wally. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd down following the run.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Hey, we go rally. Zebra.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he is in. Touchdown.